Howdy everybody, last one for today, but let's check out the save and load system just a little bit. I really doubt anybody's going to be messing with it much unless if they're more advanced, but let's take a good look at it. In your RPG kit folder, it's under Save System, the Save Game Player. These are all the variables on the character that are going to be held. This holds the information itself, the Save Game Player, SG Player. The save point activates a widget. My hair is getting in my eyes, sorry. The save point on Interact activates a widget from the player ref. It's checking to see if the save screen is open. If it's not, then it's creating that save screen reference from the player. It's adding it to the viewport, showing your mouse cursor, setting game input mode, and setting save screen open. Then it is casting to the player, and it is setting the save point location, your save point location. If it is open, then it's the same as the other ones. If on end overlap, this mesh right around the corner here. So if you run away, then it's going to check to see if the save screen is open. If it is open, then it's going to remove the save screen from the parent. The save screen is actually being pulled from the player reference. It's removing your mouse cursor, setting the game input mode back to game only, and setting save screen to closed with a bool. The saving and loading is actually handled in Content, RPG Kit, Epic's Demo Content, Third Person, Blueprints, and Third Person Game Mode. If you modify the save system, it needs to be done in here. Bottom one is loading the game. I had to double check because I always get those mixed up. It's playing a sound from the player ref every time a game is loaded. Here are all your variables. I didn't bother labeling all of them, because if you're playing around in here, you're probably in the pits anyways. Here is the saving section, which also plays save sound from the player ref, and it is saving the game to a slot. So, on the widgets, let's go to RPG Kit, Widgets, Loading screens are pre-made for the modular widget system. They don't do anything unless if you add the code behind it, but they're already made in case if you need to use them. And the ones we're looking for are under Save Widgets. Let's look at Save Screen first, slot 1, 2, and 3. Delete save, your information right here. And on Event Construct, it is checking to see if save games exist and setting variables right here. on-clicked, button 1, 2, and 3, it's casting to third-person game mode and saving your game to the slot. I did that backwards. It's actually 3, 2, 1. And these variables are being set out on designer right here. It's setting your location, how much gold you have, and your level. That location is set on the save point itself. Where is it? So that's a character. It's not a save point. Let's drag it out onto the level, move it up correctly, and then your save point, this is called Hello World, but you can rename it to whatever you want. And then when you play the game, and run up to it, we don't need those. Those are from the example map. And now we've saved to and if we run away, it closes the widget. And now we have a saved game. So, got a little bit sidetracked there. Where am I at? These are to delete the saves. You're deleting slot 1, 2, or 3. And next up will be the load screen. Widgets, save widgets, load screen. Graph. Load screens are pulling the same exact variables as the save screen, so you know what it's communicating to the player, what they're loading. And then it is unclicked, it's loading the actual game, and this is checking for if the save start menu is open. I'm sorry, this variable is stored on the player, hence the player ref, start menu ref. If it is open, then it's going to remove it from the parent, and this is handling the start menu, which we'll go over next. It's showing the mouse cursor defaults, and the game mode, and the visibility on your character mesh, and setting your player HUD to visible, and handling the start game transition. When you're at the start screen and you click on a load game, this right here, 7 seconds, is how long it's going to take to chase down your character, basically, and transition to your character. So if you want it to be longer, you can move it up. If you want it to be faster, you can move it down. Just make sure this delay corresponds correctly. Then it's enabling input and setting the start menu back to closed in the player reference. This is all really extra right here. It was added because on the start menu, there's a widget switcher and a load game function and a resume game function, and it's handling, like, if when the load game button is clicked, then it shows the load game menu, and then when any of the other buttons are hovered, it will remove that menu, the load game menu. And this is the back end of that. We are covering load game right here. Unclicked, it's setting the active widget. The widget index is the second widget, which would be the load screen, and then it's setting the player ref to start menu open, and on hovered with any of the other buttons, it's setting the active widget back to 1, and then it's pulling a blank dummy widget, so nothing can be seen, and it's setting the player reference back to start menu closed. On the resumed game button, it's automatically going to pull from slot 1, and then it removes the widget from the parent and goes through the transition to the character, which we've already gone over, so I'm not going to bore you with it. So that's only 11 minutes, and that's pretty much the whole save system. I wish it was that easy to build it, but it was not. So I hope you guys find this useful, and you have a great day. I'm gonna get rid of this. Don't need it yet. And we've got our meshes and save system. Oh, the doozy. The enemy spawners and the AI. Well, this is enough for today. I'm gonna write up these documentations, and I'll see y'all Saturday, probably. Maybe I'll get all these uploaded. I hope y'all are having a great new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.